All right, Shalom. It's like my third time trying to record this lesson, right? It's heavy. I'm going to get into this quick video, then I'm going to get into this lesson. It's going to be pretty heavy.
This more often if you guys like the advice chairs. But so the question that we got asked, I specifically saw it come in last week, but it's popped up a few times. So, and that is how to misdirect your audience. So you have effects that require you to do some funny business, and you need to do something to misdirect it. You want them to not see stuff. So there's a few avenues after we discussed it that you can take. So number one is do some funny business, and you need to do something to misdirect it. You want them to not see stuff. So there's a few avenues.
You heard that? So let me get into this lesson. All right. So as you saw, that so-called magician, right, was going into the technique of misdirecting the audience, right? So with this devil, one of his techniques that he does, right, using his media, which we're going to break all this down so you can completely understand. All right, medium goes back into medium, right, which is the middle ground from the elites, the international banking families, and the masses of these people, right? But, part of this place, witchcraft and sorcery, right, is going back into the media. The media controls the mind of the people, right? They influence the people in this, technique, right? Is a psychological warfare, right? So I'm gonna get into this definition, psychological warfare, and this all gonna make sense once I put it together through the spirit. It says psychological warfare, but psychological is in your mind. All right, warfare involves the planned use of propaganda, right, which would be your media. So all these, it's a clip that's circulating around the brotherhood that these so-called newscasters, right, they're casting the spell on you, was saying all the same thing. They were saying the same line, right, the same verbatim, right, from these different news so-called stations. They were saying the same message verbatim, right? It says psychological warfare involves the planned use of propaganda. So that's all your media, your CNN, MSNBC, right? Fox News is all propaganda, right? They might change up things here and there, but it's all the same message. And other psychological operations to influence. Why they do this? It says to influence the opinions, right? Emotions, attitudes, and the behavior, right, of opposition groups. So of these masses of these people. That's why they did the C-19 thing. That was a whole planned propaganda operation, psychological warfare. So let's go back into this whole distraction, all right, technique. All right, it says, misdirection or distraction is one and the same. I'm going to go into that definition of distraction. So what these devils will do, this is a magic trick, right? So let me go into this scripture real quick so you can get the connection. So to enchant somebody is likened to magic. It says Isaiah 47:12. It says, stand now with thine enchantments. All right. So when you go to enchantments, let me go to this word enchantments real quick. I'm going to show you something. It says enchantment. It says similar words. It says magic, witchcraft, sorcery. But I want to focus on this word magic. Right? It says number 2, the state of being under a spell, magic. Right? Let's go back here. So a part of this devil magic is his media, right? And one of these techniques is called misdirection. Let's go here. This is a magic trick. That's what the guy was explaining in the opening of this video. Salakia. Trying to find it. Right here. It says misdirection magic, right? Enchantment, all one and the same. It says misdirection magic. It says the theatrical magic. Misdirection is a form of deception in which the performer draws audience attention to one thing to distract it from another. I'm gonna read this again. It's heavy. So these devils will create these so-called news stories, right? And make it mainstream, right, and pump it through all the networks, right, to get you distracted, to misdirect you, right? Meanwhile, these devils are setting up this digital system. They passing laws, right? They getting ready to go into a whole new world order, right? They're doing all these wicked things behind the scenes, yet while these people are misdirected or distracted. It says misdirection, all right? It says the theatrical magic misdirection is a form of deception. It's not the so-called white man, the master of deception, right? That's how this devil able to rule over the people with deception. It says misdirection is a form of deception in which the performer draws audience attention to one thing to distract it from another. Like this whole submarine thing, right? What the hell they got to do with the big picture of anything? They're just vain, right? It's a waste of time, but it's to keep the people distracted, misdirected. Let's go here. Go to this word misdirection. Salakia. Check this out. This heavy. It says misdirection. It says the deliberate release of wrong information in order to stop people from knowing the truth about a situation. Read this again. It says the deliberate release of wrong information in order to stop people from knowing the truth about a situation. All right. So go back into this whole Iraq war. They lied about that whole thing, misdirected people, right? They lied about this C-19, all this stuff. It's to misdirect you so you won't focus on what's really going on. Focus on the truth, right? And this deliberately done through psychological warfare. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go this right here. This illustration right here. You see this magician, right? It's pointing, he says, look an elephant, right? To get the people distracted to look the other way while he's doing some shit. He put some shit in his coat pocket, right? In this illustration at the top. And that's what the media is liking, right? That's how this devil able to do his magic through his media. Let's go to this word media, right? And that's all your mass media. Check this out, media. I'm gonna read the definition at the very top. It says the main means of mass communication, right? Mass for the mass is the masses, the masses of these people. All right. The main means of mass communication, broadcasting. They casting these spells, right, through these news anchors, right? What they want you to know, how they want you to feel, what they want you to be in fear of, what they want you to think, everything. Let's go to this word medium, because the word media goes back into the word medium. All right. It says right here, I want to go to number 6. It says the middle quality or state between two extremes, right? Middle way, kind of like a middleman, right? So these news organizations, right, acts as the middleman to what the elites, the international banking families, Esau Edom, want the people to be, to know, be in fear about, whatever the agenda is, right? Whatever the propaganda is, right? Let's go here. I'm going to go back here. It says Isaiah 47:12. It says, stand now with thine enchantments. And when you go into the scripture, it's talking about Babylon the Great, aka America. But it's many different enchantments here. But one of these main enchantments is this devil media, right? That's how he does his psychological warfare. And this technique is used. One of the techniques is used is distractions, right? Which goes back into misdirection. It's one and the same. I'm gonna go to the definition of distraction. It said, stand down with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorcery. So this devil got many traps of the mind, many misdirections, many distractions to keep you from finding out the truth, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so thou may be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. So let's go to this word distraction. So these devils got a lot of distractions going on to keep you lost, to keep you not figuring things out. All right, to keep you under the vibration of this place. All right, whatever they want you to know, whatever they want you to be concerned about, All right. You notice whatever mainstream stories that are running on the big news networks, that's what everybody talking about for that day, right? Just a fucking distraction. It says distraction right here. It says a thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else. Let's go. Check this out. It says the meaning of distraction is something that distracts an object that directs one's attention away from something else. But you get the point, right? Check this out. It's heavy. It says a distraction is something that turns your attention away from something you want to concentrate on. Right? So our people, get sidetracked. They get distracted. They get misdirected, right? And it gets them on like all bugged out. All right. Let's go here. Let's go here. Miss Salakia. Let's go back here. But that's the witchcraft of this place. That's the magic of this place. Let's go to this word enchantment again. Again, enchantment. It says magic. Magic in this media is a part of the magic trick, if you want to use that, all right, analogy, right? It's like this place has got our people like all off course, man. They living all bugged out. They don't know what the truth is, right? They're constantly getting misdirected. And this is a part of this enchantment of this place, right? And this is facilitated through the media, right? Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rachak Wadash. Shalom.